Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all well. I'm starting this week's theme Thursday with Scarlett and she looks really sweet laid there. We've got a really low sun this morning, so I've had to shut the blinds again, so it might be a little bit shadowy, but I'm going to soldier on and see how it goes and hopefully it won't be too bad. So this week's theme is Thanksgiving, if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Or the alternative is two different things, and it's autumnal or autumn colours or stripes. So I'm happy. Autumn is my favourite season, and I love stripes, as you know. So I've got Scarlet in, they're sort of like pastel autumn colours, aren't they? I really like them. I did dress Lydia first in that really favourite, you'll see her in a little while, baby grow and headband set that she's got, this like pastel autumnal, and that then made me choose these for Scarlett. I haven't chosen for Evie yet. I did get something out for a striped baby grow, but then I'm looking at it now and thinking, I'm not sure, I think I'll go and find something else. But Scarlett is wearing these lovely soft colours. She's borrowing Lydia's cardigan. I'm sure Lydia won't mind. And it's funny how it looks so different on her to Lydia. And then underneath she's got a little t-shirt that I got from Nutmeg at Morrison's. And it's got embroidery on the front. And it says Mama's Bestie. Well, that's printed actually. And then embroidered flowers, which is lovely. And on there it's got short sleeves. And then it's also got like a double sleeve, because I don't know if you can see, maybe this will be better, but up around the top of the sleeve is like a little butterfly embroidery on glaze sleeve as well. So let's do that back up, keep her snug and warm. Her and Tristan are so cute, and they always look like they're really peacefully asleep. I love it. And then the headband is from either eBay or Amazon, I can't remember, with this colour. Socks from Next, Ever Faithful socks I love from Next with the frill. And this lovely, as I say, like soft autumn colours, floral ditzy print. Not quite ditzy really, because it's not quite that small, but it is going that way. And I just love these soft colours. And on the bum they have a lovely bow, which I really like. She had a long sleeve vest on, and I couldn't be bothered to go back and dig out a short sleeve one, so she's flashing herself there. So there's Scarlett, looking absolutely amazing. It's quite nice. It's cold here today, but the sun is out, but it's low, as I say, so you got that brightness, but it's like not really compatible with filming, because it comes in through the blinds and makes all stripes across the bed. And I've got Lexi in with me as always, and she's very quiet this morning, and I've just noticed that her favourite toy, which is a little rubber pig thing, is over by the fan, and I'm just so hoping she doesn't spot it while we're filming, because you'll hear this awful like grunting noise. If you do and it starts while I'm in mid-flow, please ignore it, because it will be Lexi. So there you go. So I thought that today I would show you the final of my sort of trilogy of albums that I've made. I made the Christmas one for the, for the keepsakes and memories of Christmas this year. Though they might be scant, they might be just photos of my dolls, the dog, the Christmas tree, the lunch. I don't know. I'll have to try and find something to fill it, cards and different things. I'm sure there'll be things, but it just seems so different this year, doesn't it? Because I suppose it's because we don't know how it's going to pan out. We don't know how it's going to work over Christmas with everything, because even if we're not on lockdown, then with us we need to be careful. So we don't need to be mixing with lots and lots of people, sadly, even if they are family, because they would have mixed with lots of people because of work and school and all this sort of thing. So it's really strange. So I'm just going to get my album. This one's got a lovely sort of oriental theme to it. I really like this paper. This is made from Stamperia paper. We just move you up a little bit. There you go. You just sleep up there for a little while, sweetie. And there she is. I'm trying to work it that I can keep her in the picture. If I take it back a little bit perhaps, and at the same time can show you the album. So actually if I move that out a little bit, the cushion out a little bit, that might help. So this is made using I'm trying so hard to sort of stick it in there. This is Stamperia paper, and I will have to put the name underneath because it's gone out of my brain. This is one of the cut aparts, and then I've used bookbinding fabric. That's just where little bits of paper and that stick to it sometimes, for the spine to strengthen it. Inside I always use Tyvek, each side of the hinge, to strengthen it as well. And then these are little sort of brass coloured little like dotty decoration things. They come in a strip like but they, and I got them in the pound shop, and you cut off a strip however much you want and can stick it onto things. It's really cool. And then I've got lace out of my sewing trimmings, and on top of that I put some black rickrack. It's really just to strengthen and make that colour more dense, so it keeps the edge of where this comes around firmly down. And then this is part of the paper, and I say this is one of the cut aparts from inside, and I put it on black paper and then stood it on foam pad so it stands up slightly proud. This is part of a die cut doily that I die cut. A little I was sure that I had dragonfly charms, but I must have used them all up. But I put a little butterfly there. I love butterflies. This was off a front of another album. It's a part of the word Tokyo. A little handle held on with a little bit of glue, and then some clips. What do you call those paper clip things that go through and you open up the other side like studs? I have no brain this morning. I've really got foggy brain today. I don't know why. I did sleep okay and everything, but I've got awful brain fog. Then I die cut these flowers, added some sort of goldy colour beads, and then a few die cut leaves, and they're just black. That's just black cardstock, and this is just some of the papers. I just cut the leaves out of there. And then you got the corner protectors, which don't actually really protect the corner, it's more like just strengthens each corner. They're on the back as well. On the spine I've put a little black metal frame, and I've put paper behind it so I can write something on there if I want to, or add something to it. And the back I just put the fabric around and then just did red and just left it like that because I thought it looked quite nice just plain, and then put the corner protectors on, and I have inked the edges just slightly for that vintage look. Sorry sweetie, just knocked you in the chops then, didn't I? I'm just going to check how much you can actually see. And then inside I've learned that you've got to leave room for your photographs and not put too much on folding up and down and pockets and all the rest of the stuff on there. So this is just 2 dots to cover the back of the clips, then black paper across there, then the black in the spine, and then this is one of the cutouts. It says nature. Then over this side I've got a nice open page to put photos on. I've got something handy that I can show you for size. This would be roughly it. So you can put a photo there, and then you can either put a small thing underneath for journaling, or you might get 2 on there. I was hoping for 2 this time. And it's the same on this side. You can either put 1 photo this way or a photo that way. You can add things to it. Photo in the center. You could even photo on that side, or 2 photos. Put paper this side and journal. If you journal on there and you put it at a jaunty angle, you could put some glue behind and stick it down like that, whichever way you wanted it, and put photos and mementos behind it. There's lots and lots of things you can do. It's not always just a basic album. It's the same as the journals and different things. You can add as you go along. And then you've got another little cut apart there that's raised up, stuck on black card and raised up, and that says art. And then this one, I don't know if I'm going to get it all in. These were separate papers. I purchased the digital files from Etsy, and I think they were 98p. And there was 12 different pages, and they were 12 by 12. but my printer will only do A4, so I set it to A4 and they printed off fine. So you've got some ladies there, more Japanese looking I thought, and the writing at the top, and a big field of, I'm assuming they're water lilies because of the flowers, and the bridge, isn't that gorgeous? And then this was another page, and I thought, like, it almost looks as if they're looking out on this view, or it makes you feel like they're looking out on this view. And in the corner you've got some ships. Just managed to catch it there without losing too much of the mountain. And if you open it up, each side matches in design, but I'm going to have to take it back a little bit. There, if we do that, that might be easiest. There you go. So you've got a full spread now for photos and journaling, whatever you want to put in there. 2 pages the same paper but turned different ways, and then each side has got 2 flaps that you can open out. Let's just see what you can see. There you go, and you can photograph and journal whatever you want in there, and it's the same on there. It's a shame sometimes to cover up the pictures, but then you don't have to. You can leave that open. You could just put a little bit of something on the side there and journal on it, or crop a photo down and just fit it in. You don't always have to use the whole page, and they are magnetized so they'll clip down. And then this is a little tuck there, and then this again you can put something on or leave it plain or just add something small. And then the other side is mirrored, not in the papers but in the design. So you've got the little flap again and magnets to keep it shut, and that opens out. And then this is a tuck spot, but it's done the other way, so you can tuck things in that way. There you go. And then, like, you put a small, look, you could put a small photo there, a journaling section, anything you wanted to. And this is another cut apart I cut out, and I let's see, I don't know if we can pick it up on the camera, but I inked the edges to make it look vintage, stuck it on black cardstock, and then I used some oh, the name's gone right out of my mind, glaze to lift the flowers a little bit. Oh, isn't that annoying when you can't remember the words? I'm so sorry, but it's really just not happening this morning for some reason. So that can go under there. I'll remember it in a minute, and I'll be interrupting myself and saying what it is. And then you turn over there, and you've got 2 similar pages in design. And these again are nice and open for photos and journaling and whatever you want, because you could put a nice photo there, look. And then you could put a small journaling piece or a memento or a ticket or something next to it there, you know, so to say what it is. A little handmade envelope. I made that with envelope punch board. And then these are cutouts. And then it's got all sort of little quotes on all the things. It says, there is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. And I wonder what your thought was then when you, my first thought was intuition. And then it says the sound of rain needs no translation. And I thought, yeah, it's so soothing, it's so nice, isn't it, and welcoming, as long as you're not out in it. And you can actually tuck something small behind there. Is another tuck spot. I didn't stick it down all the way. And I like my envelopes open. Sometimes I shut them, but mostly I like them open. Then there's another tuck spot there. And then it says, if it comes, let it. If it goes, let it. So it's just like, you know, this is so up my street, you know, because I'm into Buddhism. It's so up my street. Oh, sorry, Lex, just in the dog. So I made a little tag. I just cut out some of the printed paper with a little ship on the side, and then stuck cream cardstock to the back so it stiffens it, and also I can write on it. And then this is some more printed off paper stuck on card. You can journal, and then you could stick a photo on the back if you wanted to, or anything else. And this side is really lovely. It's just another nice flat page to put things on, and just enjoy. It's lovely paper, really lovely paper. And then this side, this is like the first pages I made actually. These are just some cut aparts. This is how they come. These are just cut out. They're not inked around the edge yet or anything. And it's just the paper. But the pictures on the front are lovely. And then on the back they've got things as well. So I really like this one. And then on the back, like, you can write there or just look at them. They're so nice. I will be inking these around the edges, the same as the others. I just hadn't done it yet. Isn't that lovely? And then this there is simply one of these backed in black card, and it's stuck down along there and along there, so you can put things behind it. It's as simple as that. And then that's that quote again. There is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. And then on this side I've got the quote and then the black paper behind. I nearly forgot that. And this side has got the looks like old parchment, doesn't it, with a watercolour design and writing. And this writing is a design on its own, isn't it? It's lovely. And then you got the earth laughs in flowers, which I thought was lovely. And then this is a little tuck spot. You can put small things in there. And then I run out, I really needed black or red, black really I would have preferred, seam binding, but I didn't have any. So I've just used the organza ribbon that I had, and then I've just put a piece across the bottom and then put the paper on top, so it looks like it's coming out the bottom like another layer. And then you can write on these, stick photos, whatever you want, and do it all the way down to there. And I didn't put one on there because I was thinking of sticking the back one down, or even making it a tuck spot. And I've got a mark on there. I don't know how. Sometimes you get a little bit of ink or something on your fingers, that kind of thing. But I found that if you just gently rub it with a normal rubber, eraser, pencil eraser, it will take it off. So that's my waterfall. I always try and add a waterfall. And then the last page then is just a lovely page actually. I really like this design. I really like this one too. But again, you can put things wherever you want, what different sizes. And I've got a little handmade envelope again. And this time I just used a bit of string. And I just made a little, those little circle things you use to stop the paper splitting. And I simply cut a hole and then cut around with a 1/2 inch punch. And then that made the little things to protect it. And then that's got little small things cut apart inside. The way to do is to be, that says the same, and then this says, "Come butterfly, it's late, we've miles to go together." But all the way through this paper, it's got all these lovely quotes that you could use, for decoration. They're really nice and add on things. And did I stick? Yeah, I stuck that one down. And then this is the back. And again, you've got your areas. You can put things wherever you want. And then there we are, right to the end. So for the, for my subscribers who enjoy seeing my crafty things, that's my trio done now of albums and different things. Let's put this somewhere for now. Just pop it in there just to get it out of the way. So, because I've done the 3 now, that's the Oriental one. So that's a photo album, and that will be just general use, photographs and things as time goes on. The Christmas album, sorry if I'm showing you again, but I've got a lot of new subscribers and they might not have seen everything. The Christmas album to do all the Christmas memories and that kind of thing for this year. It was fun actually because I started last year and I did a little folio, and I've actually enjoyed in the last week or two looking back on the photographs for last year. It's been lovely seeing Evie at the Christmas play, seeing the grandchildren and my great granddaughter on Christmas. And then just in case you didn't see it yesterday, this is my first attempt at junk journaling, and I've got to order some more paper so I can print off some more of these to put in the middle. And I'm actually going to start this today. And start adding things to it. So I'm doing that later this afternoon. So they are all nicely dried out now and looking nice for ready to use, and I'm quite excited about that. I'm looking forward to it. So to get back to what we're all really here for, I'm gonna just pause for a second. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. Oh, what's Mum doing to you? And and swap her over for Lydia. Bless. Be a good job if I sort of moved it and got her organised first, wouldn't it? But look at her headband. Oh, bless. There she is, my sweet girl. And I love it. In the evening I wrap her around like this, and bits of paper, because she's been in the craft room, and I wrap her around like that, and I put her in the rocker napper in the living room, and she just looks so sweetly asleep and so snug. It's just adorable. I love it. So there you go. So she's wearing this outfit that you would have seen before, but it's so lovely, so autumnal to me. I love all the reds and greens and golds and all the usual colours, but I really love this outfit. And for some reason it just reminds me of autumn, but in a pastel sense, in a pastel version. There, I can see her better now. And this is from 2 at Sainsbury's, and it's lovely. It's a lovely size. I like things a little bit big. It's more natural. Real babies. Lex, stop. Why do dogs sniff under doors like as if they can breathe in whatever's outside? Bless. But this is lovely. I like the way it fits. I like things a little bit big, as I was saying, because it's more natural. A real baby is always in between or growing out sizes and things, isn't it? And this headband is nice. I did have to alter it slightly, as you always do with the headbands, and just basically cut a chunk out of it and sew it back up, which took 2 minutes, but I love it on a little hair sort of tousled underneath it. And then you've got the like picot edging with the embroidery. It fastens across the bodice and then goes down the side, which is a design feature that I really enjoy with this. And across the front then it's got a slight gathering, so it just fits beautifully. And this wasn't even expensive. It was £7, and it's a set, you know, with the headband as well. It's a lovely set. And then I left her a white, let's show you her beautiful face. There she goes. I'm almost waiting for her tongue to move and say, give me my dummy back. And there she goes, have that back. No, she goes back to sleep again. It looks really sweet. So there you go, there's Lydia. I'm not doing very well today, am I? I can't even get my kids' names right. But I can't get my real kids' names right, so it's nothing new, is it? Right, so there you go. So there's Lydia Elise. Bless her. So here we have Reuben James. And he's a Sleeping Noah by Riva Chic, part of my Riva Chic family. And he is sporting stripes, which is just adorable. I got this top from F&F at Tesco's, I believe. I'm sure I did. And then I haven't brushed his hair because he just looks so sweet. Look, like I've just woken up. My hair's just slightly messy, but not too bad this morning. And then he's got grey pants and grey socks. The socks and the pants are from Next. And then he's got his little bottle, and on the front he's got little stripy bees. So he's well in there with the stripes this morning, bless him. This one is another sweetheart. I've got some lovely, tranquil looking sleeping babies. You get your picture of how you imagine the sculpt to look, and then when you make it, and you don't always appreciate it straight away because you made it yourself, so you've spent all the days and the hours making it and painting it, and you enjoy it, and you enjoy the baby when it's made. But I don't know if anyone else who makes babies feels like this, but sometimes, I mean, not with Reuben, sorry, because I didn't make him, he was my first custom, but you get to the stage then, like, you put them to, oh honey lovely, and I made him, and you're pleased with yourself, and you've got this beautiful baby at the end of, all that hard work, the hours and hours it takes. And then sometimes it takes a while, and then you sort of look at them again in a fresh eye after a while, and you forget how you struggled so much with that left eyebrow, or how you were never really happy with the cheeks or something like that, and you spent ages trying to get it how you wanted to try and get the skin tone right, and the times that you've left it alone for a day because you weren't getting anywhere with it, and you were struggling a bit because it just wouldn't go right. And then you have other days where you're doing the painting and it's all flowing lovely, and you're thinking, I'm so looking forward to seeing this baby. And of course, when you then put those babies in front of you for like Theme Thursday and photographs and all the rest of it, those things are still in your mind, even though you're enjoying having the baby. When you get a custom or whatever, then you don't get any of that. You just see the baby and it's gorgeous, and you fall in love with it, and and that's it. You don't see the struggles and the hard work and the backache from making it, and it's a bit different. But I found that then when time goes on, those memories become more distant. I can't even remember now if I struggled with the left eyebrow on, say, Tristan, for example, or how difficult it was to get the skin tone exactly right, or any of those sort of things. It all fades away after a while, and then you're just left with this beautiful baby, and after a while you start appreciating them differently. And it's really strange, and I just wonder if anybody else notices that kind of thing about things you've made. Like, I used to sell a lot of matney sets on eBay, and every week I used to be knitting constantly every evening to fill my orders for these matney sets. And I used to make them, sew them up, take some photos, ship them out, all this sort of thing. And I thought they looked okay, otherwise I wouldn't have sent them out. And then recently I was going through some old photographs and came across photos of sets that I'd sold sort of 9 years ago, and I'm looking at them with a fresh eye, and I'm thinking, oh, they look really lovely, because I'm looking at them like as if somebody else has made them by now, because I've forgotten I even made them. And I'm looking at them again, and I'm thinking, how do you judge your own things? Because you're so close to it and so focused on it. How do you judge your own things? It's very difficult. And you sit back and you look back at them later and you think, oh, actually, that was a really nice matney set, that was. Or actually, that was, something else was really nice, much nicer than I thought at the time. It's really interesting how your mind works, isn't it? I find that kind of thing fascinating. Really interesting. So, sorry, I'm waffling this morning. So there you go. So there's Reuben James, and he always looks adorable. He always looks really sweet. Bless him. And he's like, especially Jameson, I feel, even though Tristan and Scarlett always look so peacefully asleep, like as if they're absolutely crashed out, that kind of asleep, full on a bottle of milk, and you've laid them down and they just sort of go unconscious, don't they, for a couple of hours. And those are the times I love, which is why I think I like the sleeping babies more, because that was my quiet time with the babies then, where you'd look across or you'd be holding them and you think, oh, bless them, and you can just look at them, can't you? And they're just, you just wonder at what you created, not the reborns, your real children, and that it belongs to you. And then you've got ones like Reuben and Jameson. Even though Jameson is a toddler and he's open-eyed, they've just got this peaceful look about them, a peaceful, calm presence. And I find that really, I just love it. I was going to say refreshing, but it's just the wrong word. I just really enjoy the calm presence that they've got. It's really cool. I really enjoy it. So there's, I was going to say Tristan. I nearly said it. Reuben. Reuben James. So next up is the man himself, Tristan, and he's all decked out in stripes. I actually got this outfit off George of Asda. They, because I don't buy so much of them anymore, but I do like to browse, and they have like these little flash sales for a few days on and off, and they'll, things that must maybe not be shifting very quickly or whatever. And this tracksuit, the whole thing was like on sale for £4, so I grabbed it quick, and it's lovely on. It's got a slightly almost toweling feeling to it. It's lovely. So he's got this lovely striped hooded top with little ears, which is so adorably cute. Bless. And he's got his little comforter, as always goes everywhere with him. And then the t-shirt that goes with it says playtime with mummy is the best, and there's a little elephant on the bottom, or two actually, like mummy and baby. And then you've got the striped bottoms, and then he's got little socks from Next with little cars on. I probably should have put the blue blanket down when Reuben came up as well, actually, but never mind. He was asleep, he won't notice. So you can see what I mean now. Like, he just looks crashed out, doesn't he? He just looks like, I'm really fast asleep and I'm crashed out, and I'm going to sleep for the next 2 hours because I'm full. I love this one. He's like a little bouncer's child. Like in case you don't know what a bouncer is, I don't know if that terminology is worldwide, but like the security guards who stand outside nightclubs and places, and they're always built like a barn door, aren't they? And you look at him and he's so chunky, and you sort of think, that's what he's going to be when he grows up. He's going to be built like a barn door. But he's lovely, and he's 22 inches long, but he does sort of, he isn't as bulky or chubby as Narnia, because she's supposed to be 22 inches as well. And whereas she takes a full on 0 to 3 months, and in some things 3 to 6, he is like smack on 0 to 3 months. Just by 0 to 3 months, and it always fits. And he's a lovely size to cuddle and carry around. I'm not a great cuddler, but every now and again I like to sneak one in. Or when you're moving him around from room to room, and he just always feels a lovely armful. It's just the size of him, the way he's weighted, I suppose, as well. But also like the shape of the arms and legs. It does make a difference when you pick them up, doesn't it? So I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm not going to change any more babies now. I was going to, but I've taken so long chatting away, I think I'll leave it there with Tristan. Bless him. So there you go. So there's Tristan James for his theme Thursday. And he slept through it all like they all did. They were all very good this morning, weren't they? Bless. So I shall see you soon. So might be tomorrow. It'll either be tomorrow or the next day. I'm not really sure. But I shall be back soon. So take care, everyone. Look after yourselves and each other. Stay safe and well. And we shall be back soon. Lots of love. Bye.